This is Barcelona City FM 107.3. What show is it, Mark?
It's the Coyote and the Lip show.
There you go.
There we go. Hey, I think that's the first time we've done it right. Been like 10 years on the show.
Yeah. Well,
we were doing this
year.
show like when this building was an old restaurant. Remember? We had the studio in here. Like we just come in on the table and have the menu del dia.
Yeah.
And do the show.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Or maybe I'm high.
Yeah, well, I am high, and that was definitely true in an alternate reality. Yeah.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah.
I would have
like
the
that one.
chicken, the Galician style chicken.
Okay. Really?
With a typical salad.
Yeah.
And
do they have a lot of chickens in Galicia? I thought
they have very good chicken. No,
but
the chicken, they have this salsa that goes on it.
Oh, yeah?
It's very good.
Okay.
I love Galician style chicken.
Cool. I'm gonna remember that. How was your week, man?
Yeah,
we're getting to the end here.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Up and down. I can't remember. It was good, but
yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
I understand. Life is a roller coaster. I'm doing okay. I've had to deal with these roofers in my apartment. They
somebody roofed you?
Well, yeah, they
that's roofies. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, anyway, now they're living with me. No, I'm just kidding. But they come in and out all day, and I can't really go anywhere or do anything. So
you have to stay there.
I have to sit at home.
They come in
and they leave the door open, so it's cold, and I'm just sitting there because I can't go anywhere.
I just read the other day that the numbers for Pornhub are way down this past week, and now we know why. Because
it's too cold.
Because he can't get online, and
because it's too cold, man. It's too cold.
You can take your phone in the bathroom.
It's really cold out there.
You take your phone in the bathroom and use the data. You don't have to use the Wi-Fi.
Right.
I'm not saying I do that.
Right.
But it works depending on your Wi-Fi where the router is
and what your preference is. No, I mean some people they want to just see natural things, live birds and bugs.
Yeah, you can watch the National
dogs
Geographic.
No, you can just go outside and watch the dogs running around, humping each other.
That reminds me of Sarah Silverman.
Oh, okay.
Have you watched her new show? It's from last year.
I Love You, America.
Yeah.
I've watched a few of them.
Because I've loved her forever.
Right.
I'm like a big fan of hers. She just tells it as it is. She's very open and honest, and it's more of like why I love her. Do you know Sarah Silverman?
No.
Okay. Oh, this is Christina, by the way.
Christina.
Yeah.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning,
Christina. How are you?
Oh, didn't we have to plug something or something? No, I don't know. Go ahead.
I think Christina had a friend in town.
Yes, this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. The previous weekend, actually.
Oh, how was that?
It was really nice. We had so much fun, and we like that friend. She's really energetic, and she's like singing all the time and talking all the time. So it was exactly what I needed.
Right.
Yes. But now I don't have voice for the rest of the month.
I can imagine her friend being all excitable and
I think her friend would be like Sarah Silverman.
Do you?
I'm going to send you her. She's a stand-up comedian, but also an actress, and she's very she's atheist. She's a Jewish American, but grew up atheist, and she's very hardcore, but also a social commentator and very, very progressive. And
what else?
I don't know. She's amazing.
Are you in love with her, Mark?
I
have a crush on her, don't you?
No, I do. I do. But she's so cool. And
no, I mean, I kind of do.
She's one of
She's got really nice big breasts.
No, she does not.
She
doesn't. No, but she's just so. I don't know. I like everything that she.
I like her too, man. I like Sarah Silverman.
I think she's up there with the best.
Yeah.
In the comic.
But I couldn't hang out with her too much because that voice would start to get on my nerves.
I like that voice when it comes from.
I run from. The Jewish American princess.
I love the Jewish American princess voice.
I hate it, man.
I used to work right next to Georgetown University.
I want your help.
Imagine Georgetown University.
Yeah.
That's I used to work right next to
Well, I went
to
Tulane in New Orleans, the Tulane College.
What's that, Tulane?
Tulane is the Harvard of the South, man. You don't know about Tulane?
I don't know about that, man. See, the South has always scared me, and that's why I like that show, because it goes down to the South and talks to people a little bit.
Sarah Silverman. I Love You, America. That's the name of the show.
It's a great show. It was on that great channel Hulu, but you can find it online if you look.
Yeah.
I will send you links because you will like her. She's
pretty funny.
Always been super feminist. Super everything, just logic, pro logic.
But she's got really big balls on her.
Yeah, she will just, and she's always on Twitter having wars with everybody. But no, she's incredible. What do you watch Christina, when you're watching?
She was with her friend all weekend. They were hanging out and talking. They have
And
conversations.
singing.
Yeah, and singing. You don't have to watch anything, do
But
you?
now, actually, like in this time, I'm watching Game of Thrones.
Ah,
I started it because I never watched it before.
Oh, okay.
really? You've never?
No,
Okay.
because I thought maybe it's too long and 1 hour, and there are a lot of seasons, and I don't have the time.
Right.
But now I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot, and I'm already at the 5th season.
Nice. That's good.
Oof, I
That's
can't
good.
wait.
Yeah.
There's no reggaeton in the music, but
Yes, okay, I'm fine.
But
with that.
we could do it like reggaeton because it's da na 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 na.
Speaking of reggaeton, I found out. I thought I knew everything about music. I'm very like egotistical, and
Okay.
a narcissist, and I learned. I thought reggaeton was from Venezuela and Colombia.
And where does it come
it's
from?
Not. Do you know where?
Costa Rica.
No, Puerto Rico. Shit.
Thank you.
I'm
He's like, I don't know which
ignorant-
Rico it is.
No,
It's either Rico or Rica. I don't know.
I think it's Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Puerto Rico. I had
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea. I thought it was
sounds
Venezuelan.
like the
'cause
cheap
all my
kind of-
Venezuelan friends tell me it's from there.
Right.
So never. Well, no, I'm not gonna say
Well,
that.
Venezuela's a little bigger than Puerto Rico, I think.
Yeah, but I just assumed they were all
I
correct.
think it is.
Because
Yeah,
every time they
yeah.
tell me something, I believe them.
What's going on in Venezuela? That's crazy, man.
It's
all
it's
chaos
horrible.
now.
It's very like sad and horrible. I mean,
Yeah, right.
We both have many friends from there,
Yeah.
and we both know there's many sides to the story.
What are they telling you, your friends, that they're there?
Well, they're here.
I
Our
have
friends are all here. You
yeah,
don't
and I
any
have friends
over
from both sides that are like, some friends are more like on the socialist, anti-West thing, which I can fully understand.
Mhm.
And the other friends I can understand because it's about survival and about their like, protecting their families. But it's a messed up situation. I think.
Yep, it's a weird situation.
First of all, you have all of.
Do you
Latin
think
America.
you know both sides? Do you think you know about like what they're trying to say?
Do I
don't
really know?
Yeah,
probably not. It's deep and complicated.
yeah, I think it is.
I tried to understand it, but I think that.
I mean, I understand wanting Maduro to get out. I understand the anti-government movement. I think like
I understand both because on one hand you have the USA,
right. Well,
that's
that's the
been
thing.
in there and been in all of Latin America,
Right,
and still is in Latin America. Complicating matters, which is like not really saying. I mean, overthrowing countries, supporting dictators, stealing stuff. They've had 500, 600 years of that.
But I think
from Spain,
but
the
I
USA.
think every country does that. I think
every big country picks on a little country for sure. I mean, like, look at China is in Africa right now,
right?
And also China and Russia are both in Venezuela, and a lot of Venezuelans think that's a good thing, and they're kind of helping,
right,
with their professionality and their know-how to do stuff with the oil and do stuff with other things. But I think you just can't trust any large country,
right?
Because they're bullies, but the USA has kind of been king bully for a long time.
Yes, but not with Cuba. They just ignored them. They turned their back on them and said, "We're not talking to you anymore."
Yeah, just make your good music and good food.
Exactly. Just keep exporting the music.
I know, man.
Speaking of music, do you want to hear a song?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's listen to something funky. What do you say?
Oh, this is a good. Wait, no, this is a good version of "Personal Jesus" that you don't know.
I don't know.
Nina Hagen. You don't Nina
Hagen? I don't.
Oh, great.
Okay, well, I'll let you know after the song.
Okay.
This is Coyote and the Lip Show on 107.3 Barcelona City FM.
That's what I say every time I went to church. I was like, when I was a kid, I would say,
I thought that's what the priest would say to you.
And I realized I wasn't in a Catholic church, so it wasn't going to happen.
Right. I thought that's what the priest would always say to you. Like,
what?
He would, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So we're back. Yeah. This is a Coyote in the Lip show on 107.3 Barcelona City FM. And we don't have any sponsor at the moment, but I'm thinking about fishing for some sponsors. So
fishing, like actually going out and fishing. Maybe we could have some fish.
Do you know anyone who does fish? Like
I can't eat fish. I'm allergic.
Yeah, that's right. He's
kind
allergic to fish. Yeah, it's hard to eat with this guy.
I'm a little bit allergic.
He doesn't like seafood.
All the kind of.
He just doesn't like seafood.
Yeah. No, I like some.
Yeah.
Depends.
Like what?
I like shrimp poppers.
Shrimp poppers. Okay. Yeah.
No, it's funny because Elena, my wife, always like, you say you don't like fish, but you like fish if it's deep fried.
Right. Yeah. Because that's a lot of a South in America is just like, that's all it is. It's fried.
I like the deep fried. You take anything you deep fried, I like it, man.
Yeah. Well,
it's bad for you, but
it's pretty bad for you. But
yeah, I really don't eat it much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a flexitarian.
A flexitarian.
You know what a flexitarian is?
No, what's that?
A flexitarian is when you, because of it's like a balance between your health and the environment and caring about animals. But it's realistic. So you say you only try to have like red meat, like maybe a few times a month, and you have like chicken maybe once a week, fish maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And lots of nuts and like all like local produce and local things. It's sort of like, not going deep off the end, but trying to be more responsible.
And you call that flexitarian?
No, I don't call that. That's what it's called. It's been around for like 10 years.
Yeah, but I don't
this
think
movement.
I mean,
like just healthy.
that's a healthy diet. It's not a flexitarian diet. It's a Mediterranean diet.
You should know these things. We're old guys.
For example, that's a Mediterranean diet.
No, it is. It's a Mediterranean diet.
Okay, so let's just call it that. Why do you got to call it flexitarian? Why do you got to come up with all these modern names for these?
I'm trying to be cool, man.
Yeah, I know. All the kids are doing it.
No, but it is a Mediterranean diet. Like a Mediterranean diet is pretty much.
It's pretty healthy. Look at the people.
Look at the people
before we got here.
They smoke cigarettes and they live forever.
Well, that's the problem. The problem is everybody smokes.
Have you heard about the new law?
Nobody smokes in America anymore. I don't know if you saw that, but
no, you told me.
Yeah, because my mom was just
nobody
here,
smokes.
and as we walk around the city, she's always looking at everyone smoking. Like,
I do that. I look at them, and I'm like, "Who's that slime ball?
Right?
Who's uneducated?
Is it expensive?
Except for other women. USA? Yeah, it's like 8 or 9
more. Yeah,
okay.
$8 or $9 a pack, I think.
Yeah, they've gone up a lot.
Like maybe even 10 or something.
They put a lot of tax on it.
No,
it's too much. People.
So for sure, then you're quitting.
Yeah, people shamed. It's like a shamed or like economic thing that made people quit.
Sure. No, but it isn't a healthy habit. It's not a healthy thing. Sitting there, and I think it's the curse of the Native Americans. I think that once we went and like subjugated these people, they gave us the tobacco as a curse. And
well, and in that way, I would support it because I think
exactly
we deserve it. We deserve it. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I think smoking is but smoking marijuana is totally okay.
It was okay for me this morning
because the smoke from it is not harmful at all.
Yeah, it's not.
It's good for the environment.
It's great for the environment.
It gets everything else high.
Yeah, it does.
Everyone's happy.
Exactly, and people are high. Well, what's that? They just did a study. I posted it on my Facebook, which I hate.
But you always post
that
stuff.
Mushrooms, like people that take psychedelic mushrooms, are less likely to have fascist mentality.
Yeah, it's true.
Makes
true.
Yeah.
Whenever I did mushrooms, I never felt the way I usually feel.
Right.
I was just, I want to take everything over and do it my way. I just sat there and like cried and hugged a tree. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you done?
No.
You've never done mushrooms? Oh.
It's the most beautiful. Do it.
We should take her for a trip, man. You should come for a trip with me.
Maybe we should do a show where we go on mushrooms.
On shrooms? I don't know if I could be in this room for that long, though. I would have to like go run around.
But it's a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
It's probably the most beautiful, like natural thing you can do that's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're not tripping like
but you should.
Bad tripping.
No, it's
no. But I've never had a bad trip.
No,
on
I
mushrooms.
mean neither.
On LSD, I've had a bad trip.
Yeah.
But
no, it's better if you're in nature.
Yeah, you got to be like near something green.
You're with people, someone you trust. Good people have good positive vibes.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful experience. I think that everybody should do it.
Yeah, I think I should do it really
right
soon.
Now.
Well, I don't know about right now.
I need to. I need
to find some. I don't know where you find them here.
If
you have shrooms, please send us a private message. You could be our sponsor.
No, because when you do it, you feel. I mean, now I feel like I'm overdue for this level. It's like going to a class almost.
Right.
It's like a class teaching you the next level of life and your thoughts about it.
Speaking of next level. Getting to tomorrow, my plan for the day. In the morning, I'm going to Rituals de Hammam, my special sauna that I go to, and I sweat out everything, and they'll rub you and stuff, and
rub you.
Yeah, they'll rub you. They can.
If you want to get rubbed, just come to my house.
No, but it's just you. Yeah. And then I'm going to. Do you know our friend Kay, who I think is going to come on the show pretty soon?
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Yeah. Kay Ueda Nelson, I believe the name is.
Beautiful Nelson.
She's an amazing massage therapist, and I think she has a company called Froggy Hands or something. But yeah. Those are two things. I'm doing that tomorrow. That's my day. That's my whole day.
Are you doing like the kind of Native American way of doing the sweat box?
No, I'm not going to. Well, I mean, yeah.
Are you doing like the?
I'm going into a hammam, so they have a hot hot room, but steamy, hot and steamy.
But it's like a privileged white guy.
I've seen other
stealing culture type
there.
Of massage, or
no, not really, because I mean, if they get it from anyone, it's from Morocco, not from America.
Okay,
because Moroccans, because they do that shit too. They go and sweat. They take a bucket and they wipe each other down and shit like that.
That sounds hot.
It's really sexy.
I mean, hot like temperature sounds really hot.
Anyway, I just wanted to plug those two places because
that's really cool.
That's my day tomorrow, and I'm gonna have a really good day.
I think that in the West, we miss these things. Like if we kept these old traditional things that were meant to improve our physical and mental health,
sure,
the world would be a better place.
Well, I know a few massage therapists in the States. I mean, I know a lot of people who work in that field and they love it, but they can't make it check to check.
I think it's more difficult in the States than it is here.
Yeah, I think
because here they seem to survive, able to survive. But I think that's what we're missing. We're missing this touch in being in tune with nature and being in tune with our bodies and our minds.
Sure.
This is why we have so much trouble. I mean, can you imagine if Trump ever got a massage, like a nice massage, one of these hot box things?
No urine or anything. Just
no. But if he just got massage, like if he went to like a yoga retreat or something,
right?
We would just have less trouble.
Yep.
No trade war.
No. I
no
agree.
stealing people's oil. Or
what's the latest with Trump and company? Did you hear anything? I don't know.
Yeah. I need to get off the internet.
Tell me what the latest is.
I don't know. It's it's just too much, man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just
boycotting
drugs and tuning out.
That's what you usually do.
No, I don't even do drugs, man.
Yeah.
I have a box full. Don't come steal it. All you criminal. I have a box of drugs in my house that I never even touch.
Yeah.
Except for Xanax. And
did you take a Xanax this morning, Mark?
Pills from San Francisco that make you focus.
Speaking of that, let's do a song break.
Let's
listen to some tunes.
Should we hear?
I'm thinking something kind of psychedelic. I don't know, but
psychedelic.
Yeah.
How about we do Why?
Why?
This is the instrumental version of the famous song by Jadakiss. Why?
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a really good song because it's like why it's a political.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because it had some profanity. I couldn't find a clean version.
Oh, well, that's okay. I think, well, they're not going to take us off the air, are they?
I don't know. Well, this is the kind of nice LA, gangster funk instrumental.
The instrumental.
But it still has the backups.
So this doesn't have any profanity. Okay.
No, it still has the like kind of gospel-y backups.
Well, let's hear it. Let's check it out on
it's good
Coyote and the Live
good
Show.
high music.
All that I've been given is this pain that I've been living. They got me in the system. Why they gotta do me like that? Try to make it my way, but got sent on up the highway. Why? Oh, why they gotta do me like that? da 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 ba do ba da 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 ba do da 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 da. Because I like sexist songs. It's the tradition of music.
First of all, it's saying baby, it's talking down, condescending.
That's not condescending. Baby is lifting her up. It's loving a woman.
It's like, oh yeah, okay.
Right, right.
Matriarchal.
Well, okay, you know what? Our guest is here. Hello, Josephine. How are you?
Hello.
And
you can call me baby.
I'll call you baby. Okay, so baby, what do you think about music and them saying baby, baby, baby? Baby did a bad
It depends
thing.
how it's said. It's
Yeah?
all in how you say baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that okay? The way Chris Isaac says baby.
I didn't hear the whole song. Not that familiar with Chris Isaac. So
You're not familiar
maybe
with...
that says something.
Yeah, that does say something.
Yeah, a little bit smooth.
What do you?
I think.
It's too smooth.
A little bit too smooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's very well known.
Yeah.
Besides being a great singer and songwriter and being really well known for that,
right,
and having his songs and music, and also having, remember he had a TV show. He was a very good actor, and a comedian. He tells jokes before he's like one and all, but he also is known for being very super well endowed.
Maybe that's what comes through.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, right. By the way, this is Josephine Grundy, our guest today. I'm sorry we didn't introduce you earlier.
No problem.
It was Mark. I
ran in at the last minute.
Well, no, it's nice to watch Mark when he just carries on a little bit about No. Yeah.
Pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Exactly. So
did you have to cancel? Did you have to cancel anything to be here?
Should I say yes?
Yeah. You should sound busy. People want you to be busy.
Really busy.
So what is it? What is your official title? What do you as a human being in this world of capitalists?
One of those American style titles.
Yeah.
It's very long.
Yeah, I liked what you put actually.
Do many things.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you put, Mark? I don't remember.
Well,
what did you put on the?
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
Because you have the dance aspect. You have the singing aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the being a teacher of those two things. And the performance art sort of aspect to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And the voice artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the name of the performance art again? Buto.
Yes.
Japanese.
So I kind of I work with in between. Well, I think I've never really felt comfortable with just being within one label or one realm.
Okay. And so, that's what Buto kind of is.
And Buto,
right?
in a way, I think has been very helpful for me to kind of break down boundaries and to feel that I can explore freely, really. Yeah.
So what is Buto by definition?
Buto is a contemporary dance or somewhere between dance and theatre, maybe, which came out of Japan in the late 50s.
Okay.
And there are many ways of describing it. Yeah.
I would say like a lot of
rebellion of the body would be one way.
Okay. Cool.
But
it's there's a lot of like women hunched over on the stage, like a lot of weird movement, a lot of I don't know.
It's one way that the founding father Hijikata talked about it was like a corpse getting up and trying to walk.
Yeah.
And that against all possibility and probability.
Right. I've seen you doing it, and that's what I got the impression.
Where did you see?
Well, I think at
the
Finestra.
Yes, that was a while ago.
And then we did the Tom Waits thing too.
Yes.
Yeah. But didn't you do some Buto in the Tom Waits?
Yeah. True.
It was cool.
True.
That was a good show. Huh?
It was. Oh, that was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah. It was very whiskey filled.
The whiskey that was there very early.
It's true. In true Tom Waits spirit.
Exactly. Did you partake of any whiskey that night? Or? Okay, I didn't think so because you were acting. You were doing your thing.
No, I did.
Yeah.
Absolutely, of course.
Yeah.
I think we all had to have a little bit of the whiskey to be attuned with one another.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
wow.
It was.
But you were very you're like a multicultural person.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, you could say you're a multicultural.
In UK.
I was born in the UK, and my family moved to France when I was 7.
Okay.
And then we moved back to England when I was 13, but I went to a European school, so I was in a bit of a kind of weird, in a European island in England.
Right, but your first language is English, and then it's French.
But then French.
Okay,
from 7 years old. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm always jealous of people who learn a language when they're 7 years old, because I've been trying for like 9 years with my girlfriend to learn French, and I just can't. I just can't.
I think full immersion is the only is the way, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But is French still important to learn?
Not really. No, it's a kind of a dead language, actually. You know, the culture is gone.
No, all right.
Just kidding. Yeah. What do you think of the Yellow Vest movement? Have you been following that?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. It seems to be happening a little bit all over the place that people are rebelling, but it's not very clear what it's not that clear what they're doing constructively or what they're asking for constructively. What is clear is that they're unhappy. And I think that's something that we've been seeing all over the place, and it's the root of Brexit, for example. And,
So do you have a personal theory about where the unhappiness comes into our lives, or not?
Yeah, the rich getting richer as per usual, and oppressing the poorer, needier people.
Right.
Yeah, and it's been building up for a while. I think since the economic crisis with the austerity measures and everything, things have just got worse and worse, and now it's all like.
But don't
coming
you think
out of the cracks.
like people, like when you see someone staring at their phone or something like that, don't you think that also like feeds the darkness?
Definitely, definitely.
I see a lot of technology bringing people down.
True. No? I mean, also, I don't know if you've seen the film about.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know if you've seen just last night or the night before. I watched the film about Brexit. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, it's worth watching.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
It's on Netflix, right? Or
HBO.
HBO.
Oh no, maybe I saw it on Filmin.
Prime,
actually, I think I saw it on Filmin.
Filmin. Okay, I just do.
Can you get Filmin here?
Yeah, it's the Spanish.
But you have to pay for it.
There's a Spanish one called Filmin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
so tell us about the Brexit.
Just the kind of
debacle.
Showing how it happened, really, and it's basically kind of digital mercenaries who are behind it.
Is that really?
Basically, yeah.
Wow. Because I mean, now they're not going to go through with it, right? They're just not going to do it.
Nobody knows. It's a big mess.
But I mean, so do you think like these digital trolls are kind of keeping it a mess because they just want to like distract everybody? Is that what's going on?
No, I think that was what. Well, I don't know. Yes, yes, probably. But I mean, I think that really happened to get that referendum result. And now it's everyone's just kind of scrabbling around, and it's not nobody really knows what to do with the outcome. That's my view of it, anyway.
I mean, can anyone remember when it was a good idea to get out of Europe?
No, but
not really.
It goes back to like
people were frustrated.
I'm very left. I'm very progressive. But I think one mistake that the left and everywhere, Europe and USA and UK have made a mistake with is kind of disregarding the feelings of the people who are a certain group of people who are not happy with the way things are going. And we kind of talk, even by our words, saying, "Oh, was it ever a good idea?" It's kind of condescending to that. There's a group of people who feel a certain way. And we were talking about that show with Sarah Silverman, America, I Love You. Kind of goes into that.
Right.
It's been a mistake, I think, for the left to kind of just say, "Oh, these people don't exist," or their opinions don't matter, even though we might not think they do, or maybe we have data or information that proves it's not a good idea. We can't just say, "Okay, well, they don't count." I think we've done that so much on the left, and that's contributed to the problem in some ways.
Yes, you know what, Mark?
We are too idealistic, and we are too up on our little theories and our little things, and we're not including these.
That
people.
is actually wise. I
First
hate
time
to
I've been
say
wise
it.
in all my years.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Yeah.
Because I'm not high like you are.
Yeah, well,
No, but I think that. What do you think about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think there's been some malice on the side of the left?
Sure. But Well, go ahead. You
No, you're gonna go ahead. I think there's always some malice on the part of politicians, unfortunately.
Yeah, but to get their base riled up.
Yeah, but I'm speaking about the left. Did you think the left has been?
Yeah. I mean, the left, the right. I mean, these are huge titles.
Yeah, but
I don't know what that is, but
I would say like the center.
Like I've been guilty of
center
left leaning.
They're like center left, like Clinton.
Right.
You'll say Clinton.
I've definitely been guilty of like giving into hope and being like, oh yes, this is the answer, and I'll just go with them. And but then you find yourself saying some things and you're like, oh wait, no, I don't want to go over there, So
like what things?
Well, I mean, okay, let's talk about our PC culture in America and everyone being careful, like some people's careers getting ruined over little things they said on the side, I think that's terrible. I think like you should have free speech. It should be absolute, and I don't know. So that's one thing. No, have you? I don't know. Do you guys disagree?
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And like England's quite similar in that respect. I think. Yeah. It's one of the things I like about Spain. At least people like say what they think more to some degree. I would say.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with that. I would agree. So, anyways, let's be more fun.
Dance is turning into why this kind of dance? Do you have any other training or interest in other fields?
Yeah. Well. So I came from a background in kind of history and philosophy of science, actually, first. Okay. That's what I studied at university, which made me quite skeptical about a lot of things, and curious as well. And so I think curiosity and wanting to explore have always been my main motivation. And so then I studied physical theatre here in Barcelona at Bertito Villas. And but then also I was always very interested in music and singing, but never felt very comfortable with the role of being like a front woman or even being a female singer and having to be in that particular role. So you touched on like the theme of sexism before, Mark, and that's definitely been something that I haven't felt comfortable with. But I don't really want to identify with this papel,
But do you not feel comfortable dealing with it? You mean like you do not feel comfortable because of the.
This is a safe space, by the way.
Yeah.
I think I find it like limiting and kind of I don't feel certainly also I don't feel comfortable. It's maybe not. I've never felt. I much prefer to be part of a band. And then to be part of a band, so where my role in the band is on the same level as the other instruments or the other vocalists or whatever.
Exactly.
So it's that so that's probably just to do with my character as well. That I'm not a front person.
Yeah, because like I'm a total dictator. Like I tell the musicians what they got to do, and if they don't do it, you're out, man.
Yeah.
But that's how I've chosen to go about it. No, that's cool. I think it is something to be able to hear a voice in a band setting and have it just be another instrument, and
maybe I'm not comfortable with kind of the full-on spotlight all the time. I kind of like to go in and out of the spotlight, and that's more interesting and comfortable place for me. Yeah,
because you perform with the Near Death Ensemble. No?
Yes,
yeah,
and that's the spirit of that band. Is that there is no band, first of all.
Right.
I don't know if you know this, but I started the band, but that was the only thing I really did about
and
you.
He backed off.
But I haven't played some of the shows. I've chosen not to play.
Yeah,
right.
And anybody can come and go, and everybody is an equal part of it. And there's no like leader. There's no center theme really too much. Of course, I'm a leader, but no, but that's
in a very subtle way. Like I like your style of leadership. Yeah?
You're a leader in that you get a gig and you get everyone to the gig. And
because nobody else will. Because like everyone is in 10 bands.
Right.
And so
how is it? How do you find playing for the Near Death Ensemble?
It's been great. Yeah. I think from the beginning, I really got that with Mark that we kind of didn't really need to communicate very much, but kind of we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like we try not to communicate, and like sometimes
try not to communicate as a band.
Like the last time, I did it like 3 times. I brought some ideas, right? I mean, okay, let's do some of the ideas, and everybody else is like, nah. I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm just reconfirming what it should be like, but I'm trying to like, no one else pays attention to it. It's great because it's like nobody wants to have anything organized.
Now, is no practice actually part of the key?
Yeah, for sure. No, we don't even talk about it.
Right.
What
you just show up and you just start playing.
Yeah, we can't talk about it. We've tried a few times and it ruined it.
Right.
It has to be of that moment that it all happens.
And you've done 2 shows now or 1?
3
shows now.
I think probably the first one was the most memorable because Mark asked me to perform.
I didn't tell anybody.
You were just like in the audience, or you were coming to perform?
Is she in the audience?
Yes, I was coming to perform.
You were coming to perform?
The audience.
But she pretended like she was in the audience.
Okay, cool.
And the venue actually was going to call the 911, and people thought she was really having like she was on drugs or something.
Doing okay.
2 people actually physically tried to throw me out.
Yeah, and the band didn't know if it was going to happen.
You used the Mila trick.
Huh?
Remember Mila in the Tom Waits show when he was acting like a homeless man?
No, but I used to do that like a lot in San Francisco because it comes
from Mila said Carney. He might call, by the way.
Yes,
so,
I saw.
So
it comes from the old Carney lifestyle, the Carney stuff. I don't even know Carney. Carney was back in the like vaudeville 20s, 30s.
Yeah. There were carnivals. People who went with carnivals.
And you would have plants in the audience, and nobody would know, and you would do like planned interactions that looked like they were not planned. I always loved that.
Same. Yeah.
Part of theater.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, how about dance?
I was gonna say we should listen to a couple songs.
What's
and then we can keep going.
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay.
You're gonna hang with us?
I can hang for the
We can smoke some marijuana.
Yeah. We'll get high now.
Christina always wants to smoke marijuana.
Christina. Today could be the day. Today could be the day. Anyway, we have Josephine Grundy here with us, and we're going to be right back on Barcelona City FM 107.3.